Huh? 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 Where's my live people, right? Huh? Huh? What'd I tell you? Patience? What'd I tell you? I could smell it. Enough of this fucking bull market bullshit. I'm back. Enough. 92 cents stocks going to fucking 58 without pullbacks. Enough. I made my stand yesterday, got paid. I am fucking annihilating all these stocks now. Fuck USAR, fuck UAMI, fuck AQMS, fuck UUU, fuck the URA, fuck your Nucky, fuck all these stocks and your worthless piece of shit bubble pump and dump garbage. I told you, right? If you're not going to call what we're in, right? Like they're trying hard. Now it seems like there's a concerted effort, right, out there in the ether to try to pretend that's not a bubble. Oh, well, it's not a bubble if you think it's a bubble while it's going on. No, it's a bubble. It's absolutely a bubble. You can trade the bubble while it's a lot of fun. Hey, nothing's going down. Wow, this is fun. VWAP breaks, stock goes up 20%. Fantastic. But when the time comes for the rollovers, like you saw on Friday, you see the mass exodus. The market's one mass exodus from giving back 20%, right? So what you're seeing today, right? It just took a little bit time. And the anomaly print, let me show it to you one more time. The market is rigged. There isn't a debate, Jerry. You lose. You lose the debate. Here it is, right? So again, once again, schmucko like me, right? Let me give you the anatomy of what happened today, right? If you guys were with me, you know what happened, right? We play the fade. VWAP breaks in the morning. Woo, look at us, shorting the market, making money. What happens? Right here, I'm thinking, hey, we're going lower. Hang on, I got the wrong chart. No, I got the right chart. So right here, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, here we go. We're all right. We're going to make money shorting. And then right there, I say, oh, I guess I'm wrong. And I cover and go long. We're never going down again. Yeah. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, the market breaks VWAP. Do I short this? Nope, because I'm already burnt from getting stopped out earlier. But while that's happening, I'm staying focused on USAR. Crushing it. UUUU, right? Absolutely annihilating this trade, destroying this thing, everything in sight, destroying you, AQMS, right? How you like me now? Yeah, you don't like me at all anymore, right? Stock was $30 yesterday. It's at 13. Every one of these stocks is going to zero, right? I use 1 minute multi-day. It's a 1 minute and a prior day VWAP, what you're looking at right here. So the QQQ is what I'm trying to talk to you about. So the reason I know the market's rigged, it's not a debate. It's not a debate anymore because these prices, these algorithmic prices on volume weighted average price show you the rigging. But more importantly, now the rigging is even more blatant. They're showing you in the beginning of the day, quite often around 8 o'clock, there's these anomaly prints, weird prints out of the money, right? And you're thinking, what is that? That's whatever that is, right? But now, over the last couple of years, these anomaly prints are the matrix slipping, right? Market's programmed. The market was programmed to do what it's doing right now 5 days ago. Everything's programmed. News is incidental. Earnings is incidental. Economic data? You think the market gives a shit about the beige book? This ain't 1978. Market don't give a fuck about anything. It's all algorithmic and pre-programmed, right? So when you see that there's some weird print, you think, what is that? No, not now. Now you think inevitably somehow the market's going there, right? So the VWAP up here says, hey, this might be the move. And I didn't take place. And here where it faux show broad, I'm thinking, oh man, the shorts are getting screwed again. Until that right there, where it comes back and it fails to get back to where it spiked up before, it fails to get over the VWAP, and then it starts to roll. That roll is like, oh, maybe we are about to go down. And if you're going to short something, here's where you short it, because now you've got limited risk. So if you want to short here at 602.07, where I shorted it, I know for a fact that's the last of my trade, right? I'm going to have to cover if it breaks over here, but VWAP starts trailing down. So then you use the VWAP and that last print as your stops, and your target is the prior day VWAP and the anomaly print. So once you went through the 1 minute multi-day, look how the acceleration of the selling started when you broke down under prior day VWAP, because that triggers, see how it held it, broke it. And then after you broke it, there was nowhere else for this market to go but to the anomaly print. And then you go take a look at multiple time frame data. There's the 2 day. Here's 3 days. Here's 4 days. And then 5 days is usually what I look at the most. Why is that not helping? Because the market's been going sideways for the last 5 or 6 days, right? Even though we sold off, we rallied, sold off, and rallied. 5 days of data right there. So now grab some more data. 10 days worth of VWAP. Not helping, right? Let's go 15. Not helping, right? So then we got to go what? 20 days worth of data. Right there. If you are still short, that's what I use. So I just search for the most algorithmic prints over the last 5, 10, 15, 20 days. Usually I'm living through the 1 through 5. This trade is all but in the bag. I'm getting stopped out anyway right here. Most of it was if I cover here and then it breaks back over that price, that's where I start to cover. And most of this trade is over. And what went from a kind of a boring day, once again, extraordinary. Not like yesterday. Yesterday was otherworldly. Yesterday was absolutely on tilt. It was the greatest open. Then we had the counter trend move, and then the counter trend move. All the earnings reversals trades worked out. And if you remain patient with the Morgan Stanley today, good for you, my friends. Because, man, God, this was one of the most boring, agonizing trades in the whole world. But we had to take it. Why? Because stocks that are gapped up on earnings, if they break VWAP, you short them, right? And the thing about this one, you see how it tested the top, then it started to roll over. We were short already a little bit. That move, not breaking the high and then rolling, we started shorting right before the VWAP. And then you use the breakdown price as our stop. And finally got paid on the Morgan Stanley short. Then you went back to the Bank of America. Same shit, boring as hell, but stocks that are gapped up on earnings, break down under the VWAP, you short them. 52.30 got you 51.80. Not a hero trade, but 1,000 shares, you make you $300-400 on that. Bang. UUU is my best trade all day. Got paid on the short once, twice, 3 times, and the 4th time was the best one, obviously. And then RGTI, which I wish I could tell you I was still short right now, but I'm a loser. Completely whiffed this one. Completely whiffed, and that's why I'm hiring, because my assistant would have been all over this fucker. And then you had STI, rolls over, gets hammered. Not a bad short. And that's pretty much my whole day. I fucked up a couple of trades, but that's standard practice. You're not going to catch everything. You're not going to do everything right. But this was a really boring, awful day at one point. Not awful. That's like I shouldn't even say awful. It's a terrible word to use right there, because we were profitable. Came out of the gate, short the UUU, short the USA, or short the Qs. It was a good day. Compared to yesterday, it was terrible. And then just sitting around watching our eyes bleed with this Dollar Tree stock, right? Right? So again, look, the first trade was blue line to orange line. I didn't take that trade because I missed it on the way up. I missed it on the way down. You're not going to catch every trade. But then when I saw it going back above the prior day and then to the VWAP, I bought it, right? And I sat here from basically 10:30 till, what was that, around 12:30 for 2 hours, grinding, but it never gave me a reason to sell it. And then finally got to 98, sold it. And then look what it did. A little faux show, bro. I didn't take place in that one, but another winning trade, same exact setup. Fake out, shake out. You get $1.20. Fake out, shake out. You got $1.20. Not bad. Not bad. So if you just lived the last 48 hours of trading and survived, you're a good trader. If you've not like it was bad trading. What I meant to say there, these last 2 days have been really a microcosm of anything that could possibly happen. You had gap fades, you had faux show bros. You had faux show bros in rallies, you had rips and rolls on the same stock. So you faux show broed on Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson then became a short. Then it became a long. So if you get familiar with these chart patterns, because there's only a few things that a stock can do. Faux show bro and go up, rip and roll, VWAP break, VWAP hold, and that's it. There's not that many things a stock can do on a daily basis. But the reason I like volatility is that you get both on the same stock in one day. That grinding up bull market bullshit, that's why I hate bull markets. Because you get these moves where, what do? You're sitting there, okay, the stock's going up. Okay, now what? All right, slowly going up. And then the market's closed. That's it. Stock just goes slowly up all day. You don't know whether to buy it or sell it or whatever you're doing. You're just sitting there. Next thing you know, the market closes. What do I do all day? Nothing. Give me some volatility. Give us something to do. This is what we do. So, volatility allows us to use the expertise that we have to trade up and down in the same day. And may these last, I don't know what 24 times 5 is, but 5 days. So since Friday, since Trump woke up volatility, right? Whether or not you believe it was a conspiracy or whether he shorted the market and said all that stuff, they're all conspiracies. I believe in all this stuff. But the reason I don't believe in this time as much, because let's say Trump was buying puts and some volatility. And then his plan was to say something that would make the markets go down. We really haven't been taking him serious as far as tariffs since April 9th. We haven't taken Taco Trump, whatever his name is, serious. So why did it sell off that time? Because they allowed it to, and you broke key levels, and then the algorithms fed on itself, and that's how sell-offs happen. It's tripwires and circuit breakers. The whole thing's rigged. So if one price gets traded, then the next algo takes it to the next most support level. And that's what we witnessed on Friday. It was just very algorithmic trading. We knew exactly where we were going. 603.03 breaks. 607.48. You're going 603.03. 603.03 breaks. Where you going? You're 685. 685 breaks. You're going 597.50. The shit was all programmed. And then once we broke 597.50, that's when all hell broke loose, and we dropped down 9 more points. And the support was 582.50. Where did we stop going down? 582. And when you start just looking at VWAP and specific multiple time frame levels, you see the entire market for what it is: a rigged, bubblicious, degenerate casino that reflects nothing in reality. None of these rare earth companies, they don't even own shovels. Not only are they not rare earth, they're probably not even real companies in that industry. It's just names of stocks that are going up. You're telling me it's not a bubble? The whole premise of the USAR trade was that MP was doing well. Hey, this stock has a USA in it, and it's rare earth. How is it not going to move? That's the whole premise. I think I'm looking at fundamentals. So then we start saying, hey, all these metal stocks are going. Hey, let's go find another one. Hey, let's go find another one. Hey, what's TMQ? Trilogy Metals. All right. Trilogy Metals. Of course you're buying it. And now today you're shorting the shit out of it, right? Right? You got uranium and rare earths all in one stock. Of course you're buying it, right? But then you look at it, oh, $3 stock went to up tenfold without a pullback. Really? What are you going to do? You're going to go, every stock's going 100x? Is that where we're at? So one day, give me some rational fucking thought, some rationality finally hits the market, and you're seeing these stocks getting hammered. Really? Critical metal, $1 to $32 without a pullback? Now you're getting those pullbacks. And these pullbacks are going to be 40% haircuts. Rigatoni, they don't even do quantum. None of these companies are quantum computing. You know it's not a real thing, right? There's no such thing as quantum computing. The only thing that's legitimate in this whole market are semiconductor stocks. That's it. You want to own NVTS? I still like it because I don't own it anymore. When the shit hits the fan, right, and they start wiping out all these stocks, these metals, and well, the uranium I like, but most of those stocks are bullshit too. Some of them are making, they're going to be in a good position. But 9 out of 10 stocks that we've been talking about these last 3 weeks, 3 months are all going to zero. Zero. There's going to be one big freaking wipeout. And by the way, let me talk about SRAD for a second, right? Do you find it ironic that the market's finally weak and this stock has its best 3 days in a row? SRAD, the one stock that I own the most of. Remember how I was getting all pissed off because I didn't sell it after it got upgraded 3 times? Remember that whole story, right? I'm rocking this thing all the way, the best stock in the world. I knew eventually I would come to hate it, but it got upgraded here, here, and here. And I knew I should have sold, but I didn't because I'm an investor. I'm an investor, right? So then it comes back down to where? The yearly VWAP, right? I'm like, all right, well, I didn't sell it now. I might as well what? Now that it held some real support, I bought more. Yay. And look at this move. Nice 3-point trade, right? Anyway, you could use VWAP on every time frame. And if you notice, it's all I have on my screen is today's VWAP, multiple time frame VWAP, and red lines that are pivot points from where I've done some selling, because where I do some selling is where I place stops. And if you haven't noticed the cues since they hit the anomaly candle, what's happening? What's happening, Peter? Yeah. I'm going to have you come in on Sunday too. Yeah. Right? You got what you came for, and it's not going to give you any more, right? You got what you came for. It's not going to give you any more, especially on the downside. What did you think for a second right here? Oh, we're going to crash today. This is the big. It's never the big one. These metals and worthless rigatonis and all that other shit will crash. The Qs, crash proof. Crash proof. Because they're circuit breakers. They're not going to allow the market to crash. These worthless pieces of shit that were $2 stocks that went to 50, yeah, they're going back to $5 and then zero. Market's never going down, ever. But you could play it for what it's worth. What song is that? Is that? Yeah, Buffalo Springfield. Do you know? I just met a lovely girl last night. Not in that way. But she's working on a Buffalo Springfield documentary. Something happening here. And her father, want to hear something crazy? Her father is the saxophone player in the Yacht Rock band that I had just seen a week ago. Talk about weird coincidences, right? You guys like Yacht Rock? Yes, you do. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure everybody understood what was going on. If you guys are in the room just now, you see, it's okay that you got stopped out earlier. It's okay that you got stopped out earlier. When something starts to happen again, put the trade on, and this one made up for those two annoying ones and then some. And now you're done. And for all you know, this could be new generational lows. Because every time we do pull back and it holds, those become a new rallying point. So I hope I'm wrong about that point, because I do think, and I hope, let me just say it that way. I hope this market gets annihilated, and soon. Because if it does, right? And I'm not talking about some nuclear holocaust of stocks, right? Where we never come back from. I'm talking right here. I'm talking right there. The former highs that were broken and that we ripped. I think we could get a correction. And if we can break some generational lows, I'm thinking 525 on the Qs, which will be the biggest pivot point for the next 3 years to the upside. But bring it. Bring it already. Let's go. Just open the freaking trap door. Let this market fucking crash. Or that's not even a crash. So what are we talking about? We're at six. Oh man, I gotta cover the short. The rest of my short, dummy. I'm just sitting here goofing around. I still have a position on. Done. Out. All right, I just covered a little bit more. 59950. Sometimes I forget what the hell I'm doing here. Too busy freaking flapping. All right. Anyway, just want to touch base, see if you guys partook in that last rally or sell off. That made everything worthwhile. I mean, that was great. Here, look at this. Let me show it to you, if you could see. So what we do is we trade at the money options, which is the greatest invention in the history of all trading. You can now short or trade QQQ for $2. So again, what are we doing? Stocks break 602. I usually short the stock and also coincide that with at the money puts 602s. Slightly out of the money, you go 600. I go 602s. Look at that. Nice, right? And you trade the option as if it's the stock. So instead of having to lay out $600,000, here you're laying out $1,300. Much easier to trade, right? So you're buying, the options were $1.60. I'm sorry, 10 contracts was $1.60, right? And of course, my mistake is always cutting these trades off a little bit too early. But you're buying here at 160. Here they hit almost $3. So on that pullback, sold 260, couple of contracts, right? Take the $200. Next thing you know, $4. Boom. Sold to you. $5. Sold to you. $6. Sold to you. $5 on the way down. Sold to you. $4 on the way down. Sold to you. And I just got out of the rest of this trade. And I just got a couple of hundred shares short now. And I'm should be bailing out of this thing any second. Because if you haven't heard, shorting is short-lived and you're going to die. So right now, I was hoping it would fight at the prior day VWAP and I was going to win. But right now, the fight, as always, you're going to lose as a shorter. So always be taking profit on the way down. And I'm being a little stubborn here. Normally, I would be out of this trade by now. I'm giving it just a little bit longer because I've already taken a majority of the profit. Normally, I wouldn't even let it go past this ass crack right here. And whatever. Still a freaking awesome trade. So I think we're going to get a lot more of this going. Now we're into earnings season. So I think gaps to the upside are going to be more susceptible for selling. So we're going to just keep doing this trade. And hopefully, Morgan Stanley wasn't anything to get excited about, but at least it worked, right? We haven't had a loss on an earnings reversal VWAP break in 4 years. And if you started the new streak with us, we're 9 for 9 now. Let's go. My name's Kenny Glick, and I like to trade. If you'd like to learn more about what I'm doing, you can call me directly, and I'll give you this shiny 1-ounce coin. Are you a President Trump fan? Are you a fan of the Gulf of America? Well, I sure am. And right now, for a special time, you could get this Gulf of America silver round for only $55.99. But if you join the website right now, I will give you one of these coins for absolutely nothing. If you join for a year, I will give you a shiny Walking Liberty eagle on the front and the most funniest thing that's ever come out of the Trump administration. The Gulf of America. Why not, everybody? The Gulf of America. Fuck Mexico, right? I'm serious. So if you're thinking about joining, join soon, because not only am I giving out real silver coins, I'm putting together a package for membership where you're going to get some of my cryptocurrency, and it's going to have intrinsic value, and we're going to be, pumping this shit to everybody. I think it's going to be a pretty damn success, and plus you'll be in probably at cost of nothing. So right now, got a lot of people interested in it. I got 3 professional guys building it for me. We're doing it the right way. Limited supply, massive demand, breakpoints, incentives, intrinsic value, community. We got it all. So, rocking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I don't see you, come to the schmooze. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully, I could get this algorithmic trader guy involved. He doesn't really like to talk, but maybe I could bribe him to talk a little bit about, algorithms and stuff. He runs a lot of money. Doesn't really like to talk. Also, a couple other people that might show up. But if not, it's just me and Solid, and it's always a good time. All right, be careful. That Q short just came to an end. I'm out. Good night. Good night. All right, later.